Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Vince. I post on this channel every single week talking about options trading, stock trading, investing for your future, showing you guys some of the strategies that I use and breaking down some of the trades that I take. So if you guys want to stay tuned for some future videos, don't forget to go ahead and scroll down and press that subscribe button. So if you guys have been around the channel for quite a bit now, then you know that I've been using the 9 EMA to take my option trades for my entries and exits on both calls and puts. Now, I know I have a few examples on the channel about how to use this strategy to the upside and buy some call options. But what I don't have is a good example of showing you guys how this strategy can be used to the downside, how you can use the 9 EMA for your entries for some put options. So in today's video, I want to go ahead and share with you the trade that I took on Zoom, entering the trade with some put options on the 9 EMA when the stock went ahead and tried to break that 9 EMA. It failed and it continued lower. I think showing you this trade will help you understand how you can use the 9 EMA to both the upside and the downside, so you do not have to be directionally biased in a pretty volatile market. Now, before we get into this one, make sure to look out for the video coming up next on Friday. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Q3 P&L, showing you all of the profits that I was able to make between July and September. I want to be transparent with you, show you all of my P&Ls, and show you guys the track record that I've been creating. To be quite honest, I don't love the fact of having to show my P&Ls to have some of you out there actually listen and watch these videos, because at the end of the day, all you should be doing is learning from these videos, taking away some of the strategies that I use, and implementing them in your own trading. I'm here to educate, I'm here to show you the strategies that I use, and at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. But I know that showing P&Ls is something that is consistent across the YouTube community, across all of the trading communities, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it and show you the Q3 profits that I pulled over the last 3 months. So for that, do me a solid, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel for some future option trading videos, and press that bell notification so you know every single time that I post on the channel. All right, guys, so we're on the charts here. This is the Zoom 1 minute chart on Tuesday the 10th. And so you can see that Zoom definitely had a big fall down here in the morning. This was fueled by the potential vaccine that came out. The stocks that moved higher due to the virus had a little bit of a dip because maybe there's less use for these types of stocks, and it definitely sold off because of it. So we took advantage of this move lower with some put options. I want to go over where I got into these puts and where I got out of these puts. So first off, looking at Zoom, what I was watching was the pre-market lows. So the pre-market lows were just around $402 a share. So marking that out right here, 402, you can see we did not respect that level at all. So straight through it, totally melted through that 402 level. So I was interested for some put options to see if we can get some more continuation to the downside. Now, I didn't want to chase into Zoom puts. I didn't want to get in over here because that would be chasing. I didn't want to get in over here because look how extended we are past the 9 EMA, which is the blue line on the charts. The gray line is the VWAP line. So we're pretty overextended past that 9 EMA, and Zoom is in complete sell-off mode. Now, for me, I want to get into this stock. I don't want to chase it. So what do I look for? What I'm looking for is a retracement back to the 9 EMA. So looking at this, you can see right here on this candle, we have a retracement back to the 9 EMA. We have it right around 9:40 a.m. We had two green bars straight to the 9 EMA and a big rejection totally engulfing these two green candles. So right here, when you see the stock pushing back to the 9 EMA, that's when your indicator is to get into some put options. Your stop would be over the 9 EMA if the stock continues past it and maybe tries to get past these pre-market highs or these pre-market lows. That would be where you would get stopped out of this trade. But your safe bet is to wait until it gets back to the 9 EMA, take your put options because you have that resistance overhead, and have a stop set, according to your risk management plan. So you can see right there is the perfect entry to get into some put options. It worked out extremely well here on Zoom. So pulling up the Discord and pulling up my broker, where I got into Zoom was right here. It was $7.70, a 380 put, and I got out at 14.3, about the same 380 put, so about 100% gain right there on Zoom. I got in it at 941, so right here in the Discord chat, in Zoom put at the bounce to the 9 EMA, right there at 941, and then I said to watch for the 390 break, and then right there, you can see that we got out at 946 for 100%. So just in 6 minutes, this option went up 100% because after we got into these, you can see this total meltdown and the Zoom puts were really appreciating in value. So at 941 was right here we had the 9 EMA test, and I wanted to wait at least 1 minute to see if this would actually fail and continue lower. So right here at 9:41 is where I got into it. You can see that it broke lower past the previous lows, and that was a great confirmation to get into these put options. Now, obviously, I could have held this a little bit longer. I was up 100% on the put options, and that is definitely a goal that I set for myself. Once I'm up 100% on a contract, I definitely get out of it. I take my profits, no matter if I could have taken more profits. It's a single trade. I need to get out of it at 100%. That's a goal I have for myself. I can always get back in the trade if the stock still looks like it's going to fall. In this case, it did still fall, so I would have made more money, of course, but 100% in just 5 to 6 minutes is definitely something that I will take. So let's say that you're watching this 1 minute, you didn't get this entry right here on the 1 minute, and you see that Zoom is starting to fall even lower. You don't want to chase this. You want to try to find a good entry. What I recommend is to go over to the 5-minute chart and try to see where the Zoom stock is trading according to the 5-minute 9 EMA. So if I pull up the 5-minute and I zoom into this day, what we can see here is that I was able to get in right here on this little gray circle that was on the 1 minute. I took advantage of this move lower, but what you can see is that we consolidated on the 5-minute and touched the 9 EMA right here around 10:15. So if you're watching this 5-minute, you can see that we touched it once again on the 5-minute, and we had a nice fall down to 366. So this was another great entry right here on Zoom to get into some put options and ride it a little bit lower. So switching back to the 1 minute, I want to just make sure that you guys understand this concept. It's a very easy concept to understand. Going to these charts once again, moving it over, you can see that what I was waiting for was a retest to this blue line. It's very cut and dry. Wait until the stock gets to that 9 EMA and try to get into some put options if it fails lower, or if it breaks through and tries to break higher, get into some call options. But right here, it was clear that it rejected the 9 EMA, it broke the intraday lows, and that's where I went ahead and got into this. I hope that this breakdown helps you guys see the strategy that I use and how you can use this really useful tool on your charts. So before we wrap up this video, I want to share with you some of the swing trades that I'm currently holding. So pulling up my broker right here, here are some of the positions that I'm currently in. So I'm in Apple call options. These are January 21st, 122.50 calls. I'm down on these right now, about $74. Not the best performer right now, but I am bullish on Apple long term. So that's why I have these. The next one is some Netflix calls that I'm up $245 on. It's a 500 call for next week. Now, I'll show you why I got into these. I'm up about 52% on these calls. And then Palantir, you guys have seen that I'm already in these. Today was a great day for Palantir. These options are up 220%. These are February 15 calls, so I'm really happy with the performance of these right now, and I'm going to continue holding these. But back to Netflix, I want to show you guys what I saw on Netflix and why I got into these call options. So if I go to the 4-hour and go to Netflix, what I was watching was this right here, this nice support right here on Netflix. You can see we touched this support multiple times, and every time we've touched this 470 to 460 area, we've had a really nice bounce. So right here is the bounce that I've been taking advantage of. I'm up about 50%. I got into these call options. I called this Netflix trade out in the Discord chat, pulling it up right here. Yesterday at 11:08, I got into Netflix right here. I got into a 500 call. I showed that same technical analysis with that nice support there. Purely a technical play. I'm playing just because of the technical analysis. I think we'll get some type of technical bounce there, and that's why I took that trade. Right now, it's working out great. I want to close this before the end of the week. I don't want to take this option into next week as expiration is approaching, and I just want to go ahead and take my profits. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that breakdown of the Zoom put options that I took, showing you how you can use this 9 EMA strategy to the downside as well. Futures are about to open. It's about to be 6 p.m. Eastern time where I live, and I'm going to go ahead and watch the futures and talk to the Discord chat about what we can expect for tomorrow. If you want to join the Discord chat, it's going to be the first link in the description below. Join 1,200 other traders trading options on a daily basis, sharing their ideas, sharing their trades. It'll really help you out if you're just getting started. The market has definitely been heating up. That vaccine news really pumped up some stocks. It made tech fall a little bit, and I've been taking advantage, loading some tech shares into my long-term portfolio. I think this is just a temporary fall on the tech industry, and it will definitely be back in the long term. I hope you guys are not just trading options out there. Make sure to start the long-term portfolio. That is the bread and butter. That is the backbone of every investor. Having that long-term portfolio in the background Compounding over time is the way that you will be successful and you will make money into your future. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It'll really help out the video and the channel. Subscribe to the channel for some future videos. Press that bell notification so you know every single time that I post on the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the video on Friday where I break down my P&L from Q3. See you guys in the next one. Peace.